Oh, now that is a saucy looking cookie. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and help run your business. Alright guys, so advent calendars are finally over and it has left me wondering what on earth did I even do on this channel before the advent calendars. I seem to have forgotten. My massive subscription box closet might be like a slight hint. It's kind of like the situation when you buy new clothes and then you wonder to yourself, like, was I just walking around naked before? What was I wearing? I'm kind of in that situation right now, and we will get back to subscription boxes. I actually have a stack over here next to me that I plan on unboxing today, and we will get back to the super scary closet of subscriptions, but today I thought we would do something just a little bit different. And by just a little bit different, I mean I figured we'd eat some cookies. You know, these however just aren't like your regular average cookie, and if you're wondering how they're different than normal cookies, it's because they're $140 for a pack of 12. Which means each cookie inside of this box is a $12 cookie. I personally never in my life have eaten a $12 cookie, unless you count like a whole cookie cake from the grocery store. I honestly don't even think I've ever eaten a $12 like dessert, like at a nice restaurant. Probably because I don't go to nice restaurants. But these cookies I have seen just around on the internet. They're called Last Crumb, and like you just can't get them. You can't get them. Well, I did eventually, but it's really hard to. So they have like a whole system set up where you like sign up to get alerted. They bake them once a week and they ship out just a very small quantity once a week. They sell out super fast and they're incredibly expensive. First time I went to go purchase them, I was there like right at launch. I was really excited, and then I saw add to cart $140 and I was like, oh no, that's ridiculous. But then the thought of like these super exclusive luxury cookies for $140, they must be the best things you ever put into your mouth. And then I started like getting serious FOMO about like the deliciousness of these cookies that I'm missing out on. So after many other attempts of trying to buy these cookies, it has taken me many times, I finally was able to get my hands on them, and then they got lost in the mail for like 5 days. So we'll see the state of the cookie once we actually open this box. But I am really excited to try these with you guys. I'm gonna give you my 100% honest opinion on these cookies. I've come prepared with a little bit of coffee here to have them with, also a bag of Funyuns, just in case I need something a little salty. This is a really nice box, I will say that. Like, this is a nice way to ship them. Oh my goodness, there's like an even nicer box on the inside. Didn't anticipate for that to be that violent. Alright, so here is the box inside of the outside shipping packaging. It's pretty cool. I like this little, I don't know, it reminds me of me in high school. Oh, it says bad order. Right off the bat, I am seeing that we have some casualties here. Some of the cookies are kind of broken up, but like I said, they were lost in the mail for 5 days because it's me and my wouldn't they be. This very thick, hefty pamphlet also fell out of it. Oh, okay, so it tells you about each of the individual cookies. That's another thing. You couldn't choose which cookies you bought for your $140. They just send you 12 cookies. They only make 12 kinds of cookies. You get one of each. There's no choice. All right, so the 12 cookies are chocolate chip birthday cake, peanut butter, lemon bar, chocolate lava, salted caramel, macadamia, Oreo milkshake, red velvet, blueberry, muffin, cinnamon toast crunch, s'mores, and banana cream pie. And they all have kind of fun names with them. Let's just go ahead and finally begin. I will say they do have a nice weight to them. Like, that box is really heavy. Like, I was like struggling to hold it up. Each of the cookies do seem pretty heavy. The first cookie we're starting with is Not Today, Mr. Muffin Man. Okay, this honestly looks so good. It feels so moist. Can you all hear that? The sound of moistness. Get you all a nice break in the center there. Oh my god, this smells so good. It smells amazing. All right, I'm gonna take my bite straight from the center because I like it to be almost raw dough. Okay. Okay guys, it's good. It's incredible. It's all, I've never had a cookie quite like it. It does taste very much like a muffin top, like a good muffin. It's gotta be a good muffin. It kind of reminds me of me and my parents went to the beach when I was little, and our hotel breakfast served individually wrapped Sara Lee muffins. Let me tell you, those are some of the best muffins I've ever had. I don't know why, but we stole so many and put them in our cooler and took them to the beach. And that is kind of what it reminds me of. If you don't want to pay, well, you can't even buy this individually. If you don't want to pay $140 for this whole box to try this cookie, just go to like a nice bakery, get a really good muffin, and just eat the top with it. But I mean, it is really good. The flavor is incredible. It's nice and dense and, like I said, moist. Honestly, this is so weird. I don't like cooked fruit at all. So to me, the actual blueberry is a little overpowering, and I kind of wish it was more dehydrated and baked. Like in the mini bites muffins. Oh, they're so good. Oh, I started off in the wrong order. I'm sorry. I started here, but apparently we're supposed to start up here. That was number 9. These are ordered. Like, I just came from doing advent calendars and I still can't read numbers. But let's go ahead and revert back to the first one here, which is the chocolate chip cookie, and this is the better of them 6. For this just to be a plain chocolate chip cookie, it better be pretty mind-blowing. I will say that is a delicious looking chocolate chip cookie. I like the crumbles around the edge. It's a little crispy on the bottom, but it does look nice and gooey in the center. A tiny bit of sea salt there. Let's go ahead and break that apart for you guys. I'm just gonna bite the whole thing. Oh, where my salt? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe it's not the best idea to put all of the sea salt just in one tiny little spot. That was incredibly salty, and also I have a cut on the roof of my mouth and now it's like very angry at me. All right, let's dust a little bit of that off and try again. The texture is phenomenal. Like, it's so good. However, I hate to say it, it really doesn't have like that strong of a taste. Like the dough itself, I feel like it's missing a lot of that like brown sugar vanilla taste. I don't know, to me it's just lacking some flavor. I mean, the texture is spot on. It's fantastic. It's really dense, it's really gooey, it's really good. But there just needs to be a little something, like a little bit of I don't know what that was. It's just missing that something that makes it like linger on your palate for a little bit. Next up here, number 2, we have one I am very excited about. This is the birthday cake cookie, and for some reason it's called 50 Cent. And I don't know. Oh, go shawty. It's your birthday. Is that 50 Cent? Literally, on the back of this package, it says, "Look, Grandpa. This confetti vanilla frosted masterpiece is called 50 Cent because the famous rapper's hit song, It's Your Birthday." Oh wow, they're kind of like mean on the back. If I were a grandpa, I don't think I would like this very much. They're really going in on the grandpas. Oh my gosh, it is a chunk. Wow, what a thick boy. So this one is very, very sprinkled. It's also like, it's got a big curve to it. It's got a little bit of chunk right there. On the back here, there's some like white stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead, break into this one. Oh, it's filled. Ooh, that could be pretty fun. Or is it filled, or is that just white chocolate chips? I can't really tell. It's a lot of it, whatever it is. All right, so let's go ahead and give this one a try. Oh, white chocolate. So the stuff on the inside, I thought it was like maybe filled with something, but it's actually just a ton of white chocolate chips. This one is amazing. This one's very good. This is a very good cookie. It's very like vanilla and buttery. It's so good. It doesn't really taste too much like birthday cake maybe? Oh, maybe a little bit. It's more just like a sugar cookie with white chocolate in it. But again, the texture is phenomenal and so good. Is it a $12 cookie? I don't know. I don't know honestly if anything's ever gonna be a $12 cookie. But like, if this were available to buy on its own and it was my birthday, I might splurge just a little bit and get this. Next up here, we have a peanut butter cookie, and this one is the Madonna. Wow, that's a bit of information I don't think I ever needed to know. It says there's a secret underground society of peanut butter lovers called the Adult Peanut Butter Lovers Fan Club with members like Bill Clinton and Madonna. So, do you know I'm actually related to Bill Clinton? Yeah, one of my family members did like our ancestry or something. He's like my 4th cousin. Just a little tidbit. Ooh, this one is very heavy as well, but it's like mounded. It didn't really spread out too much. The profile on this one is just really elevated. It almost looks like a little bit like a macaroon shell because there's like little feet on it. All right, let's go ahead and split this one in half. There are chocolate chunks in here. It also looks like there are chunks of peanut. I'm not gonna make the mistake I did last time and eat just pure sea salt though. All right, so the Madonna. Okay, again, texturally, it's a 10. All of these so far texturally have been 10s. Like, they're very, very good. Like, just the richness of the texture is really good, but I still feel like we're missing something. It's like a slight little bit of lingering peanut butter flavor. I'm not really getting that lingering peanut butter flavor in my mouth. Also, even though I know this one is like kind of taller than the rest, it does seem a little bit small. I don't know, it's good though. It is good. But is it like $12? I don't think it's $12 good. I think you can make really good peanut butter cookies at home with very few ingredients and they're super tasty. I mean, this of course is a very, very good cookie. I just feel like it's lacking a little just oomph. All right, next up here, we have the lemon bar cookie. It is called When Life Gives You Lemons, which reminds me of that Vine. That was like the first thing I thought of. That's a very well-known phrase. And I'm like, oh, Vine. Oh, now that is a saucy looking cookie. I don't think I've ever seen a cookie that looks quite like this. Look at those cracks and crevices. It's like the moon. I honestly don't know what's what. There's just like big hunks of white stuff. I don't know what it is. It also is very dense and heavy. There's the inside. Looks remarkably like yellow Play-Doh. Doesn't this look like something you would make for dessert after you ate your Play-Doh spaghetti? All right, here we go. tart little cookie. Whoa! I honestly was not expecting that amount of tartness from this cookie. It's literally like making my mouth pucker a little bit. I also am very sensitive to lemon stuff. I actually really do like lemon baked goods, but as long as they're more like subtle, subdued, more like creamy lemon, if that makes any sense whatsoever. This is very sharp, tart lemon. Again, 1,000,000 out of 10 for texture. So good. I love like all the little craggly bits on it. But for me personally, with my preference with lemon, this is just a little bit too tart, a little bit too sharp. Okay, next up here, we have a chocolate lava cookie that sounds amazing. This is called The Floor is Lava, and I don't really know if it's still going to have a lava-y type center, like if it's actually supposed to flow out or not. This is also pretty heavy and dense, but it also kind of looks like a flying saucer or something that used to be mounted at one point and then people just smooshed it. There's something making a ruckus over here in the corner, and it's not Ren because he's napping. So it has a nice powdered sugar topping. This one isn't even moist. This one's like wet. Let's break it open and see if it's liquidy on the inside. I don't know if it's supposed to be like runny or just look like uncooked brownie batter, but the second one is more of what it looks like, which I'm not complaining at all. I love brownie batter. Raw, cooked, doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. It's like fudge in the middle. All right, let's go ahead and give this one a try. That is one of the richest cookies I have ever had. I have no idea what that center filling is. I really don't know. I can't tell if it's fudge, if it's like truffle. I don't know what it is. It's so incredibly, incredibly rich. I can't stop eating it, but I have to stop eating it. I just don't know more cookies to go. I don't want to be so sick. The flavor, I've definitely had the flavor before. To me, it's kind of like a cocoa truffle, like one that's been made with cocoa powder or dusted in cocoa powder. So there's a pretty strong like cocoa powder taste to it. I mean, it's a very good cookie. The texture is something entirely different to me. Moving on here to our next cookie, we are on cookie number 6, so we're halfway through this box. This is a salted caramel macadamia nut. This one is called Macadamia Mania. Macadamia. Oh no, that's not at all what it's trying to say there. I am really excited to try this one. White chocolate chip macadamia nut is one of my favorite, and this thing looks like a daggone like church hat. That looks like something a little old lady will wear on her cute little updo to church. It does look like we definitely have some white chocolate chips in here, and this one is just like hefty. This one also has the sound of moistness. You know, the song from Simon and Garfunkel's Lost album. All right, let's break this one open. It is very, very thick. My heavens. How many calories are in this? I don't want to know, do I? I don't know. No, I don't. I've already decided in my head that one bite from each of these 12 cookies is like all of my daily caloric intake. I feel like I have to like attack it. Like not even take a bite. Like I'm trying to like map out a plan here of attack. This is fantastic. It's so good. It is really, really good. It's not too terribly sweet. I guess like that sea salt in there is really like breaking up the sweetness. It is thick. It is meaty. It is dense. It is squishy. And this one I can almost see like the $12 price tag of it because it is so thick and hefty. And there's just like, that's a whole macadamia nut in there. Those gotta be expensive, right? I can kind of see a little bit more of the price tag, especially for this one, just because I'm assuming that white chocolate and those huge macadamia nuts are a little bit pricey. It is fantastic. It's very good. All right, you guys, before we move on to our last 6, and now I'm just remembering that I already tried one last 5 cookies, I would love to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace has been so helpful for me and my business. It's also been a fun creative outlet. I personally use Squarespace to create a unique online presence for my business, but you absolutely do not have to own or run a business to have a Squarespace site. For instance, I'm also using Squarespace to build my wedding website. That's been really fun. You really can create a unique, beautiful website for anything that you're passionate about. And it's super easy. All you have to do is select one of the mini star layouts, and from there you can add and remove pages, use customizable galleries to display images and videos in unique ways. You can even connect your social media and display posts from your profiles. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, whether it's running your business or creating an online presence for yourself, Squarespace has all the tools you need to showcase it. So check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Alexandria for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And just thank you so very much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and helping to support the channel and also helping me buy cookies. And just so you know, Squarespace did not purchase these cookies for me. I made this poor decision all on my own. And I don't think it's a necessarily bad decision. Is it an unnecessary decision? Probably. I do know that I had the worst case of like instant buyer's remorse that I've ever had in my entire life. Like as soon as I hit purchase and I saw that I was actually going through, processing through, I was like, oh dang, I just bought $140 cookies, and it was instantaneous regret. They're here now and I'm having a good time going with them through, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next cookie here. Moving on here to number 7. This one I'm pretty exciting about because the name is incredibly enticing to me. This is the Oreo milkshake. This is called the James Dean. Oh no, not Jimmy. It says it's 1940 something. Jimmy just got turned down by the girl of his dreams. Not Jimmy. We love Jimmy here. Jimmy and his long hair. This one looks like even more of a hat. Like that's a straight up fedora. I don't know what that is on the bottom. I'm gonna assume it's some type of white chocolate or something. And there's a little bit of like mysterious white foam on this side. Very enticing. I don't know what that is. All right, let's go ahead and rip this apart. Oh boy, oh my goodness, what is happening in there? That is a lot going on inside that cookie. All right, let's go ahead and bite on into this mountain of a cookie. Well, hello there. Oh, the texture of this one is just straight up cookie dough. Like there's even little like granules in there that taste like unmelted sugar from when you put it in the oven. It tastes like cookie dough. It does have a little bit of that like cookies and cream flavor to it, but it also just tastes like a really good chocolate chip cookie somehow. Like this one has a lot more flavor than just the original chocolate chip cookie, but I'm not really getting like Oreo from it. It is just a little bit more like cookies and cream, like on the back of the tongue. Like all the way back there. It also, of course, is really good. The texture is just a little bit different than like the other cookies that we've seen. There is something just a little bit more like gritty and grainy to it, but I don't mind it because it tastes like cookie dough and everybody loves to eat cookie dough. Especially, you know, before they went and made it all like safe to eat and we were living on the edge. It was like the danger mixed in with like the tastiness of the cookie dough that made it so good. I'm about to break out a Funyun. It's starting to work on me a little bit. All the sugar. Funyuns are so strange, but so delicious. This tastes and looks like something that should have been discontinued in the 70s, but I'm really glad it wasn't. And right here we have a red velvet cookie. This is the what the frick velvet? I feel like I know that red velvet is just chocolate dyed red. Is that real? Is that really what it is? It tastes so different to me. Like red velvet versus a regular chocolate cake, it's just like a different thing. This is a very compact cookie. Like it's still pretty dense and heavy, not so heavy as some of the others. It looks like something you would put in your like aquarium, your fish tank, and also a little bit like an abstract Clifford the Big Red Dog. I don't know where I'm getting that one from, but it looks pretty. It's a nice looking cookie. All right, let's go ahead and break it open. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that. What happened to my voice? Where did it go? What I was trying to say was, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that. It has like a white center to it. I'm gonna assume that's some type of like cream cheese filling because you always put cream cheese with red velvet. Oh, it's pure sugar. I think I literally just felt that in my spine. Like I feel like the sugar was just like riding down the bumps. That was intensely sweet, like pure powdered sugar mixed with like lard. Okay, trying it again. There is like some vanilla and like butter to it. I guess I was just expecting more of like a cream cheese taste, but I got smacked in the face with sugar. Give it another bite without the white stuff in the center. It tastes almost like the chocolate chip cookie, just like red. Can you add red food dye to anything and call it red velvet? Can I stir in some like red food coloring into mayonnaise and call it red velvet mayonnaise? It just kind of tastes like the original chocolate chip cookie. This one almost has a little bit more flavor to it than that first one did. And there's something about the dough of this one. It almost has a little bit more of that like vanilla brown sugar taste to it. I think I personally prefer like the cookie part of this over their like original chocolate chip cookie, but I don't think I'm a fan of that like really, really sweet center. It kind of just overpowers everything and makes it way, way, way too sweet, at least in my opinion, if you're into like crazy sweet things. Like my cousin, when we were little, he would take his orange soda and he would put spoonfuls of sugar into it. We had these plastic cups that I'm convinced everybody had when they were a child, and you could literally see like the line of sugar at the bottom of his orange soda. So if you enjoy that level of sweetness, then you might enjoy that white center, but for me personally, because it is so like condensed in the center there, it ruins the cookie a little bit right in the middle, which is my favorite part. We already tried 9. We're moving on to 10 here. This is a cinnamon toast crunch cookie in, I keep wanting to say in the shade because that's what I'm geared to say, but in the name? It's called Netflix and Crunch. I love cinnamon toast crunch cereal. I felt like I needed to say that very clearly because I love it so incredibly much. Like I know right now if I tried to eat it with the roof of my mouth like scratched up like this, it would be insanely painful. But you know what? If I were presented with a bowl of it right now, a fresh bowl of cinnamon toast crunch, I would still eat it. This is a massive cookie. It has some like dusting on top there of, I'm guessing, cinnamon toast crunch. Oh, it smells so good. I'm assuming there's not like actual cinnamon toast crunch like in here or on it or anything, but that top coating is really good. All right, let's go ahead and pop it open. I'm not really seeing any chunks of anything inside of here. I don't know if I just didn't get them in the middle, but to me it just looks like regular dough, which I'm actually okay with. I personally like more dough than I do like mix-ins, so yeah, I'm excited about this. Oh, it's a snickerdoodle. You dumb. I was like, I don't think I've ever had a cookie like this before. It's snickerdoodle. But unlike your traditional snickerdoodle cookies, there is something in there that makes it taste a little bit like actual cereal. I don't know what they did to make it taste like Captain Crunch. Not Captain Crunch. What are we talking about? Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, but it does taste like it. That does set it apart for me, like just a little bit more than your regular snickerdoodle cookie. I do think it's really good. Again, the texture is phenomenal. The textures on all these have been really, really great. I don't think it's wowing me enough to be a $12 cookie. This one doesn't have any mix-ins or anything, so we're just dealing with, you know, like butter, sugar, cinnamon, which in my world typically don't make a $12 cookie. But I mean, it is very tasty. It is a very tasty cookie. I would not be disappointed to get this cookie anywhere. The sugar is getting to me quite a bit. I only have 2 cookies left to go. So next up here, where'd it go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Next up here, we have a S'mores Sands campfire. S'mores cookie. S'mores Sands. I'm guessing they're saying like s'mores minus the campfire, but I was looking for some type of pun. give me s'more. Oh, it's so sticky. It's incredibly sticky. This one looks fun. This one looks a little bit different. So we have a lot going on here. There's some like chocolate drizzle, a little bit of marshmallow peeking through, and then there's some little crummies. I'm assuming graham cracker? That's because that's what you make s'mores with, so that would make sense. Oh my god, it smells so sweet. It smells so sweet. Trust me, I'm not complaining about eating little bites of 12 cookies. That's like my favorite day. This is like my favorite day. This is the best thing I could be doing. It's just that either at some point when you're just ingesting so much sugar, like something's bound to occur. And right now I'm getting kind of like loopy and also nauseous. But anyway, I am really excited to try this one. I do like s'mores. I make them in my microwave quite often because I am an adult and I can do that. If I feel like having a s'more, I can have one. If I feel like taking small bites of 12 cookies and calling it lunch, that's fine. Okay, anyway, here is the s'more cookie. Let's pop it in half. Oh, that was a lot of crumbs. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, all right. So there's nothing really on the inside. The marshmallow is on top. I don't really feel like ripping this apart anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a bite. I honestly wasn't expecting to like this one as much as I do. That's really good. There's something about it, like the texture of the cookie itself, the taste of the cookie itself. This one isn't terribly overly sweet, which I really expected it to be. I feel like this one's a little bit special too with like the chocolate drizzle and all the toppings and things. This one I think is really, really good. Maybe a little bit almost deserving of that $12 price tag, but still probably not. But dang, maybe. That's a really good cookie. That's very good. The dough itself almost has like a graham crackery taste to it. I like that there's not a ton of chocolate to like overpower the graham cracker taste. And yeah, I don't know, that's tasty. I like it. Water. Water was the thing that I should have brought. Instead of coffee and Funyuns, it should have been water. Alright you guys, that brings us to our very last cookie. Number 12 here, we have a banana cream pie cookie, and this is the Donkey Kong cookie, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I do like banana stuff. I'm not a huge banana eater. As I was saying that though, the recollection came to me that I don't really know if I do like banana stuff that much. Banana bread. I like a banana bread. Yeah, that's good. But like other banana things, I can't really think of at the moment. I'm not even sure if I've ever had a banana cream pie, so this should be interesting. Oh wow, okay. They're making like big claims here. Okay, so this is their flagship cookie. It says, "We love all of our cookies with an intense, hot, fiery passion. However, if tomorrow Zeus sent down a thunderbolt that sent our cookie factory into a blaze, and we could only save one recipe, it would be our banana cream pie. In the words of our head chef, our banana cream pie cookie is the best daggone cookie we have." The heaviness and the wetness of it just made me like collapse on the inside of just a little bit. It's very heavy and it's very wet. Wet is not a bad thing to me. I like wet. I like a very doughy cookie, like very doughy. So to me, that's great. This sound, bring on that sound all day. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. They do have another just little like sploosh, little like of salt like right there. It's not spread around the cookie. I think that's an interesting choice. I'm gonna break this one open for you guys and I want you to see if you can hear it. Can you hear it? It sounded like I was playing with a wet sponge. Alright you guys, let's go ahead and try out the final cookie of this just case of $104 worth of premium luxury cookies. There it is. It's so wet. Dang. I'm making my mouth water a little bit. At first, I was very confused because I was detecting no banana. There was just very light banana. But then once you kind of mush it around a little bit, I would say chew, but I really don't think there's too much of a need to chew this cookie. You can kind of like gum it or like, you know, mash it around with your tongue because it is incredibly moist, wet, soft, doughy, gooey, whatever you want to call it. It's just there's not much like structure to it. You really don't like have to get in there with your molars. But once you start like working it around a little bit, the banana flavor really comes through and it's actually delicious. It does taste very like banana bready, but like the best parts of the banana bread, which is very precisely in the center of the banana bread on the little mound. There's usually like this really mushy, gooey, just very thin layer covering the rest of the banana bread. And that tiny little thin layer is the best part. And that is what this tastes like. It tastes like the best part of banana bread. This texture might not be for everybody. If you like a little crisp to your cookie, no. There's nothing about this is crisp. There is no crisp, there is no crunch. This is just straight up dough, and I think it's delicious. This might actually be one of my favorite cookies I have tried from here. It's something that I've never had before, and I feel like I could not achieve this myself. What am I saying? Not that I could make any of these myself, but I feel like this is definitely something that I don't see readily available everywhere, and it's just something very different to me, and I personally love the taste of it. I love the texture. I think it is a very good cookie, and I can see why they want to save that recipe. It is really good, and again, very unique. The amount of dough in my stomach right now is like on a level it's not used to. Guess who's having salad tonight for dinner? Probably not me, because I don't know what balance is. Alright you guys, so that was my little review and unboxing of all 12 of the Last Crumb cookies. They were very good. They really were very, very good. The texture, again, is just really I love the texture. Some of them I thought were lacking just like a tiny bit of flavor, and some of them I almost thought had like too many flavor or too much flavor. Mainly too much sweet. I'm talking about the red velvet one. I didn't like that white stuff in the center. But they truly were very, very good cookies. They did feel luxurious and high-end, something that you're not going to get just like at your local baker. Or maybe you can. Maybe you have a really nice baker. I don't. We have like Walmart. That being said, I do think $104 for the case is like outrageous. That's an insane amount for cookies. Especially when the only way you're going to be able to try one of these cookies is to buy the entire case, and you can't pick what goes inside of your case. So you can't be like, okay, I want a case, but I don't want peanut butter because I'm allergic to it. You're gonna get a peanut butter cookie no matter what. You cannot customize this case, and I do think that is a little silly for something that costs so much money. But if you think it would be kind of fun to try these out and you want to go on with like a group of friends and you guys can split these up and try them together, I think that would be really fun because these are massive cookies and multiple people definitely could try them all if they wanted to, so that would be kind of a fun thing to do. Anyway, you guys, that is all I have for you all today. Let me know if you'd like to see other videos like this. I can taste test other things. We can do other things like this together. But yeah, just thank you guys so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!